Hello all, and welcome to another edition of Yachts Tutorials. This one will be on a revamped version of the simple 4-square mineral or gas extractor farm on a 3-square floor platform. So I'll start out with showing you how to get which tech and build parts you need at the Anomaly, and then we'll head down to the planet to show you what to build. First of all, let's go over here to the multi-tool dealer. The first thing you need is this survey device. If you haven't already bought it, you'll probably need to buy the waveform recycler to get to it. So you'll need to buy both of those. After that, get that installed. Then go over here to the construction research platform, which I call the build terminal. You'll need a few things here. First thing you need any one of these small lights. Doesn't matter the color, just any one of them. You need everything from the left side here. All of the wires, all of the pipes, all of the supply depots and extractors, everything on the left. And you need the large hydroponic tray. So to get that, you'll have to buy the small hydroponic tray to get to it. I also tend to buy this floor panel right here, the one that has a cross pattern in the middle. I'll explain why when we get down to the floor, to the surface. Back to the ship, and we'll head down to the planet. I've already got a spot marked out because it's easy to find. So we'll head down and I'll show you the method. So after you get your survey device installed, that's the temp base that I set up. I just set that up so that I'd have a marker to know where to go to. And I'm going to go over here and delete the base so that I can start fresh. There we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to look for I've got a gas hotspot, and if it's not within range, it won't give you numbers, but in this case it is within range. So we know it is that direction, 233 units. So we head that direction, and we're on a low atmosphere planet, which acts like low gravity, so this will let you fly long distances. So I can almost fly almost the whole way. It is a oxygen. And once I get it marked, I move forward a little bit at a time until the numbers peak out and start going down again. Then I back up a little bit. Then I put a save beacon and I color it so that I know which one is the hotspot for the mineral or gas. That's the yellow one. Then I look for the electrical hotspot. And it is 311 units that direction. Back the way I came. And I do the same thing. Do the same thing here. Find the peak spot. And I drop a save beacon here as well. This one doesn't need to be colored, so that I know where the peak of it is. So I now know where the area between the two is, but they are more than 300 units apart, so I know that I need that the radius of the build computer is only 300 units, so that the build computer needs to be somewhere in the middle. So I run a little bit towards them, towards the other one. Somewhere like here. That's 138. That's 183. That sounds about right. And I drop the base computer right here. And I claim this good. That gives me a base computer pretty much right in the middle. And I'll rename it. If I were making this a permanent base, I'd rename it something like oxygen or something like that. Then I head back to the electrical hotspot so that I can build the electrical site. The electrical site is very simple to build. I'm going to leave the save beacon underneath here, so I want to put a wall above it. And a floor on top of it. The center of that floor is the center of the hotspot. Put a wire right at the center of that cross piece. Remember, I was telling you about that cross piece being a handy thing. That gives me a nice marker. That shows me where to glitch. And if you don't know how to glitch, I'll drop in the description the link for how to glitch. Then I take and I grab the electromagnetic generator and I glitch 6 onto this end, right on top of where the save beacon is that shows me where the center of the hotspot is. 1, 2, 3, oh, that one didn't take, 4, 5, 6, and then I do a battery on the other end. The battery gives me a way to check the output. You'll notice the wire is still red because the wire doesn't do anything but give me a place to glitch to. So I put a wire, and once I wire those two up, everything turns blue. So now I can go up there. Oop, didn't quite stick the landing. And you'll notice the top number tells me what the total output of the whole stack is. I only need 800 for the whole extractor farm, so I know that I've got enough. So now what I do is I take and I run walls or something else all the way across. I like to use half arches, and they act like power poles, basically. And I take and I set one every so far, like so. And I'm in build camera mode, so I just go every so far and I just drop one on the ground. What this does is it gives me an attachment point to attach the wires to. Oh, I've dropped out of build camera mode. Go ahead and get the wire that far, and then we'll go over there and do the last bit. Sometimes something will drop you out of build camera mode. Oh, the ship is right there. Okay, let's move the ship out of the way. The ship is too close, it won't let you build parts. Okay. I'll stand here and finish it the rest of the way. Okay, so now I have power almost all the way. I'll go down here and build the other end. Once again, I start with a wall, and because it's on a hillside, I want to build it up a little bit. So let's take it up. 1, 2, 3. And I'll put a floor. On top of it. Now here comes where we use the large hydroponic tray. The large hydroponic tray actually snaps right onto the center of the floor piece, which is really handy. Then I take and I build a 3x3 floor plan all the way around it. 2. Like so. Then I want a light on all 4 sides, like so. Relatively straight. in line with that electrical connector on the hydroponic tray. That'll make sense in a moment. Okay. Then we go back and grab our gas extractors. And I want 4 gas extractors on each side of the hydroponic tray. The way to do that is we glitch them on just like we did the electromagnetic generators. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two. Come on. 2, 3, 4. And on the pill lights, which also have an electric connection, that's where we put our supply depots. Normally I would do 5, 10, 20, but I'm only going to do 1. But we do the same thing. Like so. So that they all line up. Then we wire them all up. Wire all 4 extractors to each other in a sort of a ring around the rosy pattern. So that when one comes on, they all come on at once. Yep, they're all 4 wired. Great. And then pipe them all, each extractor to a supply depot. Each extractor goes to a corresponding supply depot. Like so. Yep, I've got a pipe on all 4 sides. Now, I like to put a battery on this end as well. So I put a battery on this corner, run a wire out to that power pole, and when I run the wire from the battery to any one of the 4 extractors, everything comes on at once. And just like that, everything's live. And so that is how you do a simple 4-square extractor setup on a 3-square floor pad. Thank you very much for Heaven's Mercenary from the Astrocasters for showing me the trick with the grow pad. We figured that out today. So thank you very much for that. Props to him for that. And have a wonderful day. That's the end of this tutorial.